When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University,
University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com. We're coming to you live from Bishop Dwenger High School, where the Norwell Knights are on the road to take on the Bishop Dwenger Saints. My name is Ryan Dellinger. I will be your host for tonight's non-conference action between the Saints and the Knights of Norwell. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana's #1 automotive group, with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in any way that you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu to learn more. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. The University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment and select programs and 100% pass rates on most licensors' exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. Visit sf.edu to learn more about becoming a Cougar. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote. Use the code SummitCity for a 15% off power washing services. Do you use holidays to better yourself or take a break or slip into a funk? December 24th, 26th, 27th, and 28th, Always 100 Basketball is putting on 2 Holiday Hoops camps for pre-K through 8th grade at both Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne and the YMCA of DeKalb County. Register online at always100basketball.com. Well, the two teams on the court, we've got about 5 minutes to go. The officials out on the court finally. Why don't we take a quick timeout? When we come back, we'll take a look at these two teams. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Welcome back to SummitCitySports.com. We're coming to you live from Bishop Dwenger High School as the Saints will take on the Knights here this evening at Bishop Dwenger. The two teams finishing up their warm-ups. First for Norwell, they come into this game at 2-0. Dwenger, this is the opening night for them. They had to set their season back just a tad bit due to the fact that they won the 4A state football championship, so they waited for a few guys to get back and get eligible to play on the basketball team. The coach is Michael McBride for Norwell in his third season, 29-22, 148 and 168 in 15 years. Matt Kostoff, the head coach here at Dwenger, he is 239 and 187th in 20 years at Bishop Dwenger. The final Sagarin ratings last year, Bishop Dwenger with a 75.21. That was good for 98th overall, 55th in Class 4A. For Norwell, they finished with a 69.26 Sagarin rating, good for 105th and 38th in 3A. The last outing for Norwell was a win over Mississinawa, 61-55. They also hold an early season win over Concordia as well. The last 19 years, Dwenger holds a lead over Norwell, 13-6. The last time these two teams met, 1 year ago today, the Saints winning 48-41 at Norwell High School. Norwell comes into this game averaging 50 points a game and giving up 16. For Norwell, we'll have a chance to take a look at Will Geiger for the first time this season. The tall inside player will be able to do some damage against a young, inexperienced Bishop Dwenger inside tonight here at Dwenger High School. Also, Garrison Breezy and Levi Leidig, also two players you'll want to watch tonight for the Norwell Knights. For Bishop Dwenger, on the other hand, well, they've got a team that is a little behind schedule due to football going so far into the season. They've got Smithy is one player you want to watch for. Brendan Lytle also was the quarterback on the football team. He'll play at a guard's position tonight for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So we've still got about 3 minutes. We're running just a tad bit ahead of schedule here at Dwenger High School. I look across the way and see Mike Scudder, the official scorekeeper. He's waiting for the teams to come back out and to start the 3-minute clock before we get started here on SummitCitySports.com. Don't forget this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a full slate of high school basketball for you. We've got a lot of games on tap this week, especially Friday night. Let me pull up the schedule here, and we'll give you a rundown of what's going on. Friday night, we'll have Carroll at Concordia. That will be a doubleheader. I believe these are all doubleheaders except for two. Carroll traveling to Concordia. Those games will start at 6 o'clock. At Homestead, it'll be Dwenger traveling there, and those games will also start at 6. Lures will travel to Northrop, South at Northside, and Wayne to Snyder. All those girls' games will start promptly at 6 o'clock. Boys' games to follow. And then we've got some individual games as Washington will travel to Wayne as well. That game will be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Tim Atkinson on the call there. And then Tim Atkinson will do double duty as he'll head out to Carroll, and Columbia City will travel out to Carroll to take on the Chargers. That game will start promptly at 7:45. So a wide range of basketball, to say the least, this coming weekend here on SummitCitySports.com. Those doubleheader games all on Friday night, the single games on Saturday. So if you're up for a lot of basketball this weekend, college basketball is not your thing, then high school basketball is. Join us here on Summit City Sports. We'll have you covered here this weekend. Well, we've got about 2.5 minutes here before we get started. Why don't we take our final timeout? When we come back, we'll have the starters and the beginning of this non-conference matchup between Norwell and Bishop Dwenger. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me. I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
So is that Dwenger? That's Dwenger, isn't it? Yeah. We're back live here at on SummitCitySports.com, just about ready for the start of our non-conference matchup between the Norwell Knights and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. These two teams will also play this weekend. It'll be Norwell travel to Eastbrook, and that game will start at 7:30. For Bishop Dwenger, they'll be on the road as well. They'll be out at Homestead, part of our doubleheader Friday night at 7:30. And if you haven't had a chance to check out the Homestead girls basketball team, you might want to mark that on your calendar to head out to Homestead High School to get a look at a very good Homestead team. Once the starters get going here, we will turn it over to the public address announcer, and hopefully you can hear the starters. If not, I will read them off to you. Look down right in front of me, a couple of twins sat down in front of me, the Lytle brothers. I coached them in Little League a long time ago. Their father also walks in and sits down right there. So evidently he's going to keep an eye on his older boys tonight as they attend this game here at Bishop Dwenger. And now it's time to meet our starters here at Dwenger High School. Once again, my name is Ryan Dellinger. I'll be your host for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Knights and the Saints. Your starters once again for Norwell will be Leidig, Geiger, Torsen, Brigi, and Feddersfield. Now for the home team.
Starting at left guard, 5'11" senior, number 4, Matt Golczynski. At the other guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 5, Brendan Lytle. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 22, Hayden Smithy. Another forward, a 6'7" senior, number 25, Jack Kinder. Also at forward, a 6'5" senior, number 30, John Hoffman. And your Saints coach.
So it'll be Kashansky, Lytle, Smithy, Cater, and Kaufman on the court for the Saints. Saints will be dressed in their home uniforms. They'll have, they're about goldish yellow type numbers. And Norwell will be dressed in their road navy blues with the same color of numbers. So we are ready to go. The officials are on the court. And it's time for non-conference action here on SummitCitySports.com. It'll be Geiger to jump up against Kiter, and it's in the air and controlled by Bishop Dwenger. Hayden Smithy with the ball, and Garrison Brigier on him. Over to Lytle, and then back over to Smithy. Smithy will then give it back to number 22. Smithy will drain it. Smithy with his first 2 points of the game. And now the Saints will pick up and a little full court pressure as Leidig and Torsen in the backcourt. And now the Saints in a man-to-man defense. Up top now between the circles are the Knights. Down low to Geiger. He'll drive baseline, gets cut off, and a turnover on the Knights as Smithy has it, and he'll go the other way. Pull up, launch a quick three off the front of the rim. No good. And a good offensive rebound there. Kinder with the bucket. And the Saints out to a quick 4-0 lead. Picked up the ball, did Torsen. He'll lose it, give it to Leidig. Leidig catches it, throws it to number 32, Feddersfield. Now back to Leidig. Leidig go right side now on the wing to Brigier. Brigier will drive to the left. He'll get cut off and give it back to Feddersfield. Feddersfield back to Leidig on the left wing. And he'll go towards the center. He's cut off by Lytle, so he'll kick it out to number 10, Torsen. Torsen looks inside for Geiger, but nothing there. As the Saints playing some good defense here early on. Here's the ball thrown out to the outside to Torsen on the left baseline. He'll drive into the lane. A couple players collide, so Geiger will have a wide open shot at the bucket, and it'll roll around and go in for Will Geiger. And the Norwell Knights, they'll be in a man-to-man defense as well. Lytle on the left wing. He'll launch a three off the side of the rim. No good, and it comes down to Torsen. And he'll bring it up the court. He'll stop and give it to Brigier, who's cut off there at the top of the key. He'll look inside to Geiger. Geiger with a little reverse layup at the rack and hits the shot. We're tied at 4. Under 6 minutes to play here in our first quarter. A quick first quarter. Smithy with it now, cut off by Leidig, back in the corner, and they'll look underneath. Reverse in the lane, nope, kicks it outside to Kinder. He'll launch a three, no good, and it comes down to Kashansky. Lytle will launch another three, and it's good. Lytle with his first bucket of the season, and the Saints back in the lead by 3. Torsen picks up his dribble and now gives it to Leidig. Now to Brigier on the outside. Brigier and Leidig will be members of a very good Norwell baseball team this season. Good look inside to Geiger. He'll kick it outside to Leidig. In the lane, a little shot up. Off the glass, no good, and it comes down to Kinder. Lytle will kick it on the wing. Kashansky will pull up, shoot a quick two, no good, and it'll come down to Leidig, and he's fouled. I believe this foul will be on Kashansky. Kashansky with his first, team's first. 4:39 to play here in a very quick first quarter. Torsen to inbounds. He'll throw it into number 32, Feddersfield, and then right back to Torsen. Both teams wanting the ball control here early in this game. Oh, there's almost a steal by Kashansky. He knocks it right into his own bench, and it'll be Torsen to inbounds for Norwell. A nice crowd here on a very chilly night here in Fort Wayne. Inbounded now to Geiger. He'll turn face up and give it to Breege. Breeze guarded by Kinder. Now to Feddersfield. Feddersfield almost loses control. Coach Kostoff wanted to travel, didn't get it. In the lane goes Torsen. He's cut off, and he'll give it to Leidig. Leidig gets bumped, loses it to Lytle, and they'll go the other way, will the Saints. Kashansky with it, now around to the number 22. And kicked out to Kashansky. Can he save it? They'll say he got tipped. He didn't know they called a tip. It'll be out of bounds and back to Norwell. Torsen will give it to Leidig. And back to Torsen. Norwell looking to go 3-0 early in the season. The Saints trying to get on the board for the first time this year. They have yet to play a game. Torsen now, he's bumped there by Lytle. That'll be Lytle's first, team second. Whistle on the court. We've got a sub coming in for the Saints. Jared Lee into the game for the first time, and also Hunter Burns into the game, number 20. It'll be Breege to inbounds. He's guarded there by Burns. And he'll hit it the right corner to Feddersfield. Back to Breege. Breeze tries to drive on Burns. He's cut off. Now he'll get to the top of the key, kick it outside to Torsen, who will look underneath for Geiger, but he's cut off. Outside now to a wide open Feddersfield. He'll miss the jumper, and Kashansky with the board. In the corner, Burns, he'll launch a three. Nope, that's hard off the back of the rim, and it comes down to Smithy. He loses it, and it's deflected out of bounds. Riley into the game for the Knights. And he'll replace Feddersfield as Torsen has the ball. He's guarded by Lytle. Right side now to Geiger. He'll lose control, and it's taken away by the Saints. And Hunter Burns with it now. He'll push it up the court, kick it on the outside to Lytle. Lytle's quickly covered up there by Torsen, so they'll reset the offense. Kashansky in the lane loses it off the chest of Geiger and out of bounds. 2:36 to play here in our first quarter. It'll be Lytle to inbounds. He's got Kashansky standing right in front of him along with Lee. Burns outside to Smithy. He'll catch and launch. Off the front of the rim. No good, and Breege with the rebound. Riley with it now for the Knights. Kashansky on him. He'll drive right, get cut off, and give it back to Torsen. He thinks about the three, and now we'll go to Breege. Lighting on the left baseline. He'll look low and turns it over. 4 turnovers here early as a quick look underneath the Burns. An alley-oop, no good, and Breege with another board. Riley will drive and get cut off outside to Breege and around to Geiger. 1:57 to play in our first quarter. He'll drive on Smithy, and it's deflected into the front row by Hunter Burns. Coach McBride tells Riley which play he wants to have run here. And he'll have standing right in his face Smithy, and Smithy kicks it out of bounds. Riley will throw it into Leidig. He'll go left, pick up his dribble, and right back to Riley. Dwenger doing a nice job of closing out on the Knights. And on the baseline, nope, they'll call a double dribble actually on Riley. 5 turnovers here early on the Knights. Burns to inbounds. He'll have Lytle in the backcourt with him. 1:40 to play in our first quarter. Saints with 2 fouls, the Knights with none. Lytle's got Torson on him. He'll go into the right baseline down to Kashansky and right back to Lytle. And back to Kashansky. He'll look to drive and he'll kick it outside to Lee, and he's going to get caught traveling. And sub coming in once again for the Saints will be number 30, Hoffman. Riley will give it right back to Torson. And Torson will start the offense with 1:10 to play here in our first quarter. Good pass there to Leidig. Leidig looks to throw it up and looks underneath for Torson and throws it out of bounds. A whistle on the court. We've got another sub here early for the Saints. Number 14 into the lineup. Russ Sordelet on the court for the first time tonight for the Saints. Kashansky now will run the point for the Saints. He's got Leidig trying to guard him, and he'll give it to Sordelet. Back over to Hoffman, who will look inside and kick it outside to the Saints' Burns, and that ball gets tipped out of bounds by Will Geiger. It'll be Kashansky to inbounds, and he'll throw it into the backcourt to Hoffman, and now back to Kashansky. 49 seconds to play here in our first quarter. Maybe the Saints will hold for the last shot. Inside to Lee. He'll turn, go right to the hoop, and Will Geiger will have none of that as he sends it into his cheerleaders. And out of bounds as Burns will inbounds for the Saints. He'll give it to Lee. Lee will give it back to Burns. Burns is harassed there by Geiger, so he'll give it to Kashansky. Gets in the lane, a little teardrop runner there, no good. It'll come down to Lee, and he'll travel. So both teams with some early turnover trouble here at Bishop Dwenger. Torson to inbounds to Riley, and he'll give it right back to Torson. Torson will send it to number 32, Federsfield. 10 on the shot on the clock. Riley will pick up his dribble and give it to Leidig. 5 on the clock. Will they get a shot off? Torson inside to Geiger. He'll spin. 15-footer, good if it goes off the back of the rim, and that will do it for the first quarter. After one, it's the Saints leading 7-4 over the Knights. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
At the end of one quarter, it is the Saints leading over the Knights 7-4. Torson will get the ball from Leidig, and we're underway here in our second quarter. Torson over to Leidig on the left wing, now up top to Breezy, who checks back in, now to Geiger. Right at the top of the key, he'll face up on Lee. He'll drive right, get cut off by Lee, and kick it to Breezy. Breezy tries to get around one person and right back to Geiger. Geiger thinks about it. Now he will launch a three, in and out. And they'll say off of Breezy and out of bounds. Smithy also back into the game for the Saints. He'll look right side now to Sordelet. Sordelet up top to Hoffman and back to Smithy. He'll get a screen by Lee. Think about it. Pop a long three off the front of the rim. Barely drew iron. And here comes Torsen and the Knights. Not much offensive flow here by either team thus far. Garrison Breezy guarded by Burns. Now right corner for Geiger. He'll cross court it to Leidig, who's open. He'll launch a three off the back of the rim and another rebound by Torsen. Back up top now to Federsfield. Around to Breezy. He'll drive and get cut off. He'll look inside for Geiger, and then outside they'll call Torsen with a travel. 6:49 to play here in our first half. Burns inbounds. And it looks like Burns now will be the point guard. They'll send Smithy to a wing. Smithy around once, outside to Smithy, and back to Burns. Burns to Lee. He'll turn and give it to Smithy on the left wing. He'll take one dribble, fire, and drain it. Smithy with 4. The Saints lead 9-4. Torsen with the ball. He's guarded there by Sordelet. Right baseline now to Breezy. He'll look inside for Geiger, who's cutting the basket. Gets around one, hits the bucket, and is fouled. So our first free throws of the night. We'll see who the foul was on. They'll call it on number 32, Jarrett Lee, his first, team's third, and that will send Geiger to the line to shoot the and one. Brendan Lytle back into the lineup for the Saints. Geiger's shot good. He's got all 7 of the Knights score. Now the Knights will pick up a little full court. Lee now back to Lytle. Lytle up the court to Hoffman. In the middle to Smithy. One dribble, power up, reverse layup is good. Smithy with 6. 5:50 to play here in our first half. Leidig will bring it up against Smithy. What a size difference in those two. Right side now to, I believe that's Torsen. Yep, Torsen up top to Breezy and out to Leidig. He'll shoot a quick three and drain it. Leidig with his first bucket of the night, and we've got ourselves a 1-point game. Smithy drives and kicks it to Lytle. The ball's deflected to him. Now the Knights in a 2-3 matchup zone. Smithy with a quick three and good. Smithy with 9. And the Saints out to a 4-point lead. Torsen will go right. He'll give it to Federsfield and out to Geiger. Geiger to Breezy on the right wing. Geiger cuts but wasn't able to get the ball. Breezy quickly will reset the offense and go out to Geiger on the left wing. He'll drive reverse off of the glass and good. Geiger with 9, and quickly up the court comes Burns and the Saints. Burns fouled by his Federsfield, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hunter Burns at the line shooting 2 for the Saints. His first one a bit short off the front of the rim as we'll have some subs coming in. Looks like Kinder will come back in and replace Lee. And we do have a sub, Kashansky, waiting at the score table to come in for Burns. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Burns hits the second one. And the Saints with a 3-point lead with 4:38 to play as Kashansky comes back in for Burns. Now the Saints will pick up full court. They'll inbounds it to Geiger, and the defense will back off. Torson now with Lytle guarding him in the backcourt. He'll come across the timeline and give it to Riley. Riley snuck in there at that last whistle as well. Breezier on the right wing. He'll look inside for Geiger and gets cut off. He's going to get nailed with a 5-second call if he doesn't start moving. Leidig now with the ball. 4:15 to play here in our first half. Breezy inside to Geiger. It bounces off of Geiger's legs. That ball looked like it went out of bounds. Riley in the lane. He'll lose it. Comes down to the Saints. And they'll be on the move once again as Lytle has it. Right side now to Kishansky. He'll drive and give it to Smithy. Smithy back to Lytle. He's got a wide open three-pointer on the way and good. Brendan Lytle with his second three of the night. 3:40 to play here in the first half. It's Leidig across the timeline up to Geiger. Geiger will turn and give it right back to Leidig. He'll drive and get double teamed there, so he'll back it out. Breezy on the right wing. He has yet to look to really score here in this game, and he'll give it to Riley. Riley out to Torson and around to Geiger on the right baseline. He'll drive, gets cut off, gives it around to Riley on the outside. He'll launch a quick two, and Lytle with the board. And he'll push some numbers now for the Saints. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot that. He saw everybody back off of him. He'll look inside and turn it over. And here comes Torson and the Knights. They trail by 6. Riley once again for the Knights. He's cut off by Lytle. Lytle going to get nailed with a blocking foul. His second, team's fourth, and that will bring Feddersfield back in for Norwell, and also Burns up off the bench for the Saints, and he'll come into the game for Brendan Lytle and those 2 fouls. So Lytle will sit down with 6 points and 1 board here in the first half. Garrison Breezy to inbounds for the Knights. And he'll just throw it up to Geiger, who will out-jump everybody and hit the shot, and he's got 11. And we've got ourselves a 4-point game. Smithy now will give it up to Burns. It's like Jarrett Lee will check back in at the next dead ball for the Saints. 2:30 to play here in our first half. Now outside to Hoffman. Kinder with the ball now. And he'll give it to Smithy. Kinder's game a little more inside, and I think we have a timeout on the court. We'll see if it's a full or a 30-second timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
We're back live here at Bishop Dwenger. It's the Saints leading by 4 as number 3 into the game grows for the first time for the Saints. They'll inbounds now to Kishansky, and he'll go right side to Burns. Burns looks inside for Groves, but he'll go up top to number 30. That's Hoffman. And they'll look for Hoffman right at the top of the key. Outside to Smithy. He'll turn, launch a 3. Short off the front of the rim, and it comes down to number 32, Feddersfield. Quickly up the court comes the Knights, and we'll have a foul on the Saints, number 4, Kishansky. And if that's on him, I believe that is his second foul. It is on Kishansky. Here's a almost a turnover. Breezy will pick it up for Norwell and give it to Torson. Torson will look and give it right back to Breezy and outside to Leidig. Leidig looks inside for his big fella, and now Breezy on the left wing. 1:40 to play here in our first half. Geiger with it on the left baseline. Now he'll launch a three. No good, and it comes down to Groves. And here comes Kashansky and the Saints. He'll turn and give it to Groves, who will give it to Burns. Burns looks inside for Hoffman. Cross courts it to Smithy. He'll go baseline. He's hit on the hip by Leidig, and Leidig will pick up his first. That'll be only the team's second. 1:21 to play here in our first half as number 14 Sordelet back into the game for Kashansky. So Coach Kostoff going deep into his bench here in the first game of the season. Groves will catch the inbounds, almost taken away by Geiger and to Burns. See if the Saints try to run a little bit of offense here in this possession. Smithy with it now. He'll go right. He's cut off, and he'll give it right to Sordelet and right back to Smithy. He'll look inside for Hoffman and back to Sordelet. Groves around to Burns. Burns will back it back out, and they'll reset their offense with under 1 minute to play here in our first half. Sordelet looks up the clock and gives it to Smithy. Smithy will drive, get cut off, gives it right to a cutting Hoffman, who misses the bunny but gets his own rebound. That's a good way to pad your stats. Miss the shot, get the rebound, and hit the shot. Doesn't help your field goal percentage, but it does help your rebounding. And there's another blocking foul on Burns of the Saints. So they've been called for that same foul 3 times here in the first half. That'll put the Knights in the bonus the rest of the first half. Torsen to inbounds. And he'll send it into Leidig with 35 seconds to play in our first half. Geiger with it now. Geiger will face up on Hoffman. Drive baseline gets cut off. Might have got away with a little bit of a walk, and now they will call it. 9 turnovers on Norwell. And will the Saints play for the final shot here in the first half? Smithy to inbounds to Burns. 25 seconds to play. And I'm pretty sure that is what they're going to do. Coach Kostoff getting them all spread out on the court. So Burns guarded by Torsen, and now he'll give it to Smithy. Back to Burns, and he'll go back to the right side to Sordelet. Now to Hoffman and back to Burns. Burns will look. 5 seconds to play. He'll look. He'll drive. He gets cut off. Will they get the shot off? Hoffman shot off. No good. And that will do it for the first half. The Saints lead 20-14. We'll take about a 5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the scoring here from Bishop Dwenger High School. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
We are at halftime here at Bishop Dwenger High School. The Saints lead the Knights 20-14. The scoring in the first half, first for Norwell, pretty easy. Levi Leidig with 3 and Will Geiger with 13, actually 11 for Norwell. For the Saints, Brendan Lytle with 6, all of those three-pointers. Burns with 1, Smithy with 9, Kinder with 2, and Hoffman with 2 for the Saints. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referrals needed, saving you time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. Do you use the holidays to better yourself or take a break and slip into a funk? December 24th, 26th, 27th, and 28th, Always 100 Basketball is putting on 2 holiday hoops camps for ages pre-K through 8th grade at both Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne and the YMCA of DeKalb County. Register online at always100basketball.com. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. And trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com Request your virtual quote, use the code Summit City Sports, and get a 15% off power washing service today. Also want to thank our other sponsors this evening, Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan, Big Eyed Fish, and the University of St. Francis. Got about 2.5 minutes before we get underway here at Bishop Dwenger. Don't forget, Friday night, we will have the first night of doubleheader action on SummitCitySports.com. I'll give you a quick rundown of that. On Friday night, these will all be doubleheaders. Carroll will travel out to Concordia. It'll be Dwenger heading out to Homestead. Lures will play Northrop. South at Northside. Wayne at Snyder. The girls' games to start at 6. The boys' games to start after that around 7:30. You can catch all those games here on SummitCitySports.com. On Saturday, it'll be an afternoon affair between South Bend, Washington, and Wayne at Wayne. That game will start at 2 o'clock. Tim Atkinson on the call out there at Wayne High School. And then at 7:45, Tim Atkinson right back on these airwaves once again as he will have Columbia City traveling to Carroll, and that game will start at 7:45 out at Carroll High School. So lots of high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com later on Friday night here on SummitCitySports.com. Got about 1:20 to play here in overtime. Can Norwell find some offense other than Geiger? We'll find out when we come back from this final timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Just about ready to start our second half here at Bishop Dwenger. It'll be Saints ball to get us started. On the court for Norwell, Torsen, Breege, Leidig, Feddersfield, and Geiger. For the Saints, they will counter with Lytle, Kinder, Smithy, Hoffman, and Kashansky. And we are ready to go for second half action. Once again, my name is Ryan Dillinger. I'll be your host for the second half. We are ready to go here at Bishop Dwenger. Congratulations to the Saints football team. They're your 4A state champions this past year in the state of Indiana. Smithy launches a three, hit on the wrist by Leidig. Leidig will pick up his first one here in the second half on Norwell, and that will send Smithy to the line to shoot two for the Saints. Congratulations to Coach Jason Garrett in his first full season as the Bishop Dwenger coach. He gets a state championship. Smithy hits the first one. He'll shoot a second. And good as well. It'll be Torsen with the ball for Norwell. Their first possession here in the second half. He'll go left, gets cut off, and gives it to Geiger. Geiger will give it outside to Feddersfield. He'll drive, gets cut off, and kicks it to Torsen, and they'll reset the offense. Lytle guards him. Lytle got called with a couple ticky-tack fouls in the first half. Good look inside to Leidig. High up off the glass. No good. Deflects around and comes down to Geiger. He'll shoot off the glass. No good, and Kinder with the board. Lytle comes up the court, throws it inside to Hoffman. He'll turn on Geiger, and they'll call a blocking foul on number 5, Will Geiger. That'll be his first, team second here in the second half, as both teams picking up the defense and intensity here early in the second half. Lytle, the trigger man. Lytle was the quarterback. Got put into at quarterback about midway through the season and really solidified the offense for Dwenger en route to their state championship. Smithy with a quick shot over Breege. And he's got another bucket. He's got 13. That's Geiger with it. He'll kick it. Oh, Kinder almost came up with it. Outside is Fettersfield now for Norwell. He'll back it out, and they'll reset the offense. Leidig with it. He'll look inside for Geiger. And back to Briege. Fettersfield on the left wing. And right at the top of the foul line to Briege, and he'll go between the circles and lose the ball. And Lytle off to the races. He's cut off there. Finger roll, no good. And it'll come down to Leidig. He'll go the other way. 4-on-2 for Norwell. Briege won't shoot it. Now he will. And good. Briege on the board with his first two. And it's an 8-point lead now for the Saints. Kashansky on the right side. He'll run right over Fettersfield, but they'll call a blocking foul on Fettersfield. That will be his second, team's third. 5:58 to play here in our third quarter. It'll be Kashansky to inbounds. Kashansky looking, firing out to Smithy. He'll launch a quick three off the front of the rim, and Kinder called with the push. And we'll go the other way. Kinder's first, team's first. And now the Saints will pick up full court. Leidig with it. He'll throw it to Geiger, and Geiger will come across the timeline. Between the circles, cross it over, go to the rack, and is hit on the wrist. Looks like they might call this foul on Hoffman. It is on Hoffman. That'll be his first, team's second. So we went basically the whole first half with hardly any fouls. And here in the first, less than 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, we've already got 5 fouls between the two teams. Geiger with it, cross court now to Torsen. Torsen with an alley-oop to Geiger, picked off by Kinder. And Norwell with their 11th turnover. Right side now to Smithy. He'll drive, gets cut off. He'll force his way into the lane. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. And that foul's on, I believe, they're going to call it on number 32, Fettersfield. That'll be his third. And that'll be the team's fourth. Smithy back at the line shooting for Dwenger. And it's good. Smithy with 14 as Riley back in the lineup for Norwell. He'll replace Fettersfield. Try to catch who that sub was for the Saints. It looks like it's Lee that checked back in. Second delivery on the way and good. Torsen to inbounds, and he'll give it to Riley. Riley guarded by Smithy. And now to Leidig. And he'll bring it up across the timeline by Kashansky, and there's Hoffman to cut him off, and back to Riley. Riley out to Briege. Briege now will dribble it back out towards the top of the key and look inside for Geiger, and back to Riley. Over to Torsen on the left wing. Torsen will drive, and he does turn it over. And up the court to Smithy in the lane, deflected away. I don't know if it was deflected or away, if it just slipped out of his hand. As they'll call another foul on Hoffman. That'll be his second, team's third. And Torsen to inbounds. 10-point lead for the Saints with 5 minutes to play here in our third quarter. Leidig will get it. He's harassed once again by Lytle. I thought Lytle was going to pick his pocket from behind. And he'll pick it off for the Saints. And they'll start in transition as Lytle has it now. Now they'll run a secondary break. And he'll back it out against Leidig. And now to the left side to Lee. And outside to Kashansky. 3 on the way. No good. Lytle with the board, and he's fouled. We'll see who this foul is on for Norwell. Number 10 will pick up his first, Torsen, but that's the team's fifth here in the second half. Inbounded to Smithy and out to Hoffman, and he'll look to give it to Lytle, and it's deflected there by Geiger as Hoffman gets it back and wisely gives it to one of his guards. Kashansky out to Lee. Leak with a quick three, no good, off the front of the rim. Comes down to Smithy in the lane and hits the shot. Smithy with 14. Smithy with 17. Riley in the lane. And he's double teamed, and we'll have a tie up on the court. The ball will stay with the Knights. 3:53 to play here in the third quarter. We've got a timeout on the court. Norwell will take a timeout. We'll see if it's a 30 or a full. It looks like it's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Right out of the timeout, it'll be Norwell's ball. 3:53 to play here. They'll have it under their own basket. The Knights trail by 12. They're looking for the alley-oop to Geiger. Torsen now will get it into Geiger. Outside now to Leidig. Wide open for a three. Launches and drains it. His second three of the night. Can the Knights put a run together here against the Saints? They trail by 9. Lido back outside to Smithy. Smithy just has a huge size advantage against any of the guards for Norwell. Hoffman with it on the left wing. He'll drive and deflect it into the bench. The ball will stay with the Saints. That'll be Brendan Lytle to inbounds. 3:29 to play here in our third quarter. Smithy with it, turns, launches, short, and off of Smithy, out of bounds. And the ball will go to Norwell. Thought maybe our official there was going to call Smithy possibly with a reach-in. Ooh, close play there. Riley gave a return pass back to Torsen, who wasn't expecting it. Lido on Torsen. Right side to Riley. He'll drive baseline. Inside to Brigi. Ball fake up off the glass. No good. And Jarrett Lee with another rebound. And they'll go the other way. A little pushing and shoving on the backside of that play. Kashansky in the lane. Left-handed shot blocked by Geiger. It comes down to Smithy. He'll force it up off the glass. Missed the shot. And Geiger with the board. Quickly up the court to Brigi, and he's got the ball taken away. 14 turnovers is Kashansky with a little teardrop off the side of the rim. No good comes to Riley. And Norwell now will come up the court. Riley going to get hit with a travel. 15 turnovers on the Knights as Hunter Burns replaces. Let's see who he's going to replace. Brendan Lytle will take a seat. Coach McBride having some words with all three officials as he letting him know that one of his players was thrown to the ground with an elbow as Burns gives it to Kashansky inside to Lee. He'll kick it back outside to Burns. He'll throw it back to Lee. Lee will shoot a quick three. Nope, no good. Goes through the legs of Geiger right to Smithy. Smithy with 19 points. 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. An 11-point lead now for the Saints. Torsen on Burns in the lane and has it deflected out of bounds by Kashansky. And the ball will stay with the Knights. Gershon Brigi will inbounds the ball. Brigi will look, and he had Leidig right in front of him. Gives it to Torsen, over to Riley. 3 on the way, and good. Well, lead down to 8 with 1:40 to play here in our third quarter. Kashansky will go left, give it to Smithy, guarded by Brigi. And he'll give it to Hoffman, who will get cut off, and give it to Kashansky, who will back it out. He'll give it to Smithy. Smithy between the legs, tries to go through a double team, off the glass, no good, but Lee to put it back in. The Saints with 6 different players in the books tonight. Norwell with just 4. Torsen in the lane. And now he'll go with a little up and under move. Misses a shot off of the hands of Hoffman and out of bounds, and the ball will stay with Norwell with 1:01 to play in the third quarter. Torsen throws it into Geiger quickly, who goes up and hits the shot. Quick look there by the Norwell Knights as Torsen fired it to Geiger right when Hoffman looked away. In the lane, another floater off the glass, no good. Riley with the board, and the Knights look to cut into this lead. They trail by 8. 35 seconds to play here in our third quarter. Torsen with it, guarded by Kashansky. And he'll back it out between the circles. And he'll go right, gets cut off, picks up his dribble. And there's going to be an offensive, no, they're going to call a hold on Jarrett Lee. Thought for sure they were going to hit Will Geiger with a push. 23.7 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It'll be Torsen to inbounds. He'll have Geiger standing right in front of him. And he'll turn it over. And now the Saints with a chance to take the final shot. Burns up with a shot. He's hit on the wrist by Riley. That foul was on Riley. That'll be his first. Team 6. So the Saints shooting the bonus the rest of the night. 16.4 seconds to play here in our third quarter. Line drive good for the Saints. They are shooting 6 of 7 from the line. Burns with another one. And it rattles around and goes in. Torsen to inbounds. He'll give it to Leidig. He's got Kashansky right there on him. He'll go right, get cut off by Burns. Come across the timeline. Fire to Riley, who will go to the hoop. Gets cut off. 5 seconds. Geiger in the lane. Finger roll, no good. Gets his own board and is fouled. See if they're calling this 2 shots. No, they'll say on the floor. 2.9 seconds to play as Kinder will come back in for the Saints and replace Hoffman and his 2 fouls. So a little more size in there now. Actually, Jarrett Lee going to check out, not Hoffman. It'll be Torsen to inbounds. They'll have to look to get a quick shot. Riley catches, fires, hits it. A 3 at the buzzer. The Saints lead 34-27. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Ready for the start of our fourth quarter. The Saints will have Lytle, Smithy, Kinder, Kashansky, and Hoffman. Norwell with Riley, Torsen, Leidig. We've got a new player into the game, number 40, and number 32 is Feddersfield. 40 is Wilson into the game for the first time tonight for Norwell. Geiger going to take a quick blow. Riley will catch it, lose it, and it'll be another turnover on Norwell. That will be their 17th of the night. And the Saints with a chance to extend their lead as Brendan Lytle will inbounds. And he'll give it to Smithy. He'll give it to Lytle on the right wing now, up top to Kinder. Kinder will look and fire to Kashansky. Good screen there by Hoffman. Underneath to Kinder, through his fingers and out of bounds. Kinder looking to score before he actually caught the ball that time, and it costs the Saints a possession. Torson will inbounds. He'll fire it into Wilson and back to Leidig. And they're going to have to get across the timeline. They do, and they'll set up their offense. Leidig picks up his dribble and gives it to Torson. Lytle almost picked up his third foul. Torson with 7 minutes to play here in our game. He'll give it to Leidig. Outside of Feddersfield, Geiger will check in at the next whistle for Norwell. Riley's, who's hit 2 big threes here in the second half for Norwell, on the court. Outside of Feddersfield, he'll launch from the left baseline, and a good rebound there by Hoffman, who turns it over. And that ball by Riley will be deflected out of bounds by the Saints, and it'll stay with Norwell. 6:50 to play here at Dwenger as Wilson goes out, and Geiger will come back in for Norwell. They've been as close as 6 points here in the second half, but no closer. Riley to Leidig. Inside to a cutting Geiger, who hits the bucket, his 17th point, and the lead down to 5. Kashansky with it. He'll go right side to Lytle. Lytle outside to Kinder. We'll have subs at the next dead ball for both teams. Kashansky in the lane, off the glass, no good. Tipped around and off the fingertips of Leidig and out of bounds. And our subs now will come in. Brigier will replace Riley, and Kinder will go out, and I believe that's Jarrett Lee back into the game for the Saints. Smithy to inbounds. He'll throw it up top between the circles to Lytle, and they'll set the offense up with 6:20 to play. Kashansky over to Lytle. He'll get a screen there by Hoffman, and he's got Geiger on him. So look underneath. Good fire to Lee. He'll throw it underneath to Hoffman, and he'll hit the bunny. Hoffman with 4. Ooh, dangerous pass there. Geiger had it deflect, but it went right to Torson. Torson across the timeline, guarded by Kashansky. And he'll go right and over to Geiger. Almost loses the ball again. Geiger's got Lee on him. He'll reverse pivot in the lane, off the glass, and good. Geiger was not going to be denied on that one. The foul was on number 22 of the Saints. That's Smithy, his first, team 6, both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Will Geiger, the only person to shoot foul shots tonight for Norwell. His foul shot off, in and out, and it comes down to Lee. Lee off the bench tonight with 4 boards. He'll kick it to Kashansky, who's wide open, back to Lee. Lee will think about it. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Feddersfield with the board. And Torson brings it up. A 5-point lead for the Saints. A chance for Norwell to get within 2 or 3. Torson has a bounce off his knee and out of bounds. Lytle from behind deflected off of Torson's left thigh. We've got a timeout on the court. Bishop Dwenger, it's a full timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Timeout's over here at Bishop Dwenger. We got 5:14 to play. The Saints lead the Knights by 5. Saints have been pretty much in control from the outgo. They've led by as many as 11, and in this half they have pretty much been in control. If they can control these turnovers, they will have a distinct advantage of winning this game because Norwell has almost 20 turnovers in this game. Lee will look inside, and on cue, a turnover on the Saints. They're 9th, and Norwell with the ball with 5:03 to play. Both teams shooting pretty well from the foul line. The Norwell Knights 1 of 2. The Saints are 7 of 8. So Geiger now will bring it up for Norwell. He's got Lee on him. He'll drive, gets cut off. He'll cross over, get in the lane, and have it deflected away. Here comes Brendan Lytle for Dwenger, and he'll hit Koshansky. Koshansky off the glass and good. The lead back to 7 with 4:40 to play. Lighting with it. He'll give it to Geiger. He'll think about the 3 and give it to Federspiel. Outside to Lighting. He'll drive baseline in the lane, up off the glass. No good. He hits the deck, and we'll have a foul on the floor as Jarrett Lee with his 5th board for the Saints. We should go the other way and shoot 1-on-1. They'll call that on number 5, Geiger. That'll be his 2nd, team 7th. And the other way shooting free throws, I believe, is Hayden Smithy. Hayden Smithy with 1 dribble. He'll launch. No good off the back of the rim, and it comes down to Federspiel. Timeout out on the court. It is Norwell timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Quick timeout here at Bishop Dwenger. We got 4:23 to play. It's the Saints leading the Knights by 7, 38-31. Norwell just took that timeout. I believe they've probably got 2 left, and so does Bishop Dwenger. It'll be Norwell ball. Gershon Brigi to inbounds for Norwell. Like I said earlier, Gershon Brigi will be one of the better players for Norwell's baseball team this year, along with Levi Leidig. So once their basketball season's over, they'll get ready for baseball at Norwell High School. And it's a different defense now by Bishop Dwenger. It's a little bit of like a 1-2-2-1 zone. And they're trapping, and it's almost a turnover, and they'll call a foul on Hoffman of Dwenger, and that will send Torsen to the line to shoot 1-on-1. 4:04 to play here in our game. Torsen will launch. It'll go in and out, and that'll be a line violation on Dwenger. Number 32, Lee, caught with the line violation, so Torsen will shoot again. Is the other one up? No good. Hoffman with the board. See if the Saints try to run a little bit of clock here with this possession. Under 4 minutes to play here in our final quarter. Lee now to Smithy. Nope, he doesn't waste any time. He launches. Tip back, no good by Hoffman. And it'll come down to Geiger, and he is fouled. We'll go the other way and shoot 1-on-1. That foul was on number 30, Hoffman. That'll be his. They'll change that to number 5, Lytle. That will be his third. At the line shooting 1-on-1, Will Geiger. Geiger on the night with 19 points. His first offering up. Short off the front of the rim, and we'll go the other way, and they'll call a foul on Norwell's Garrison Brigi. And I believe it'll be Smithy heading the other way to shoot free throws. So what was a nice smooth running game has now turned into a turnover foul fest here late in the second half. It'll be Brigi's first. Smithy's shot up and good. Smithy with 20 points as Riley checks back in for Feddersfield. And if you're Bishop Dwenger, you better know where that young man is. He's hit 2 big threes here in the second half for Norwell. Smithy will shoot his second. Chance to extend the lead, and he does. He's got 21 points now in the game. Torsen inbounds now to Lighting in. Dwenger will back off their defense because both teams are now in the bonus. Lighting to Riley, who catches up to that one. 3:30 to play. Inside to Torsen. He's hit on the wrist by Lytle. And if that's on Lytle, that will be his fourth. That foul is on Lytle. He'll pick up his fourth. Another foul on the Saints, and Norwell will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. Torsen's first one up and good. Into lineup comes Burns. He'll replace Lytle with 3:28 to play. And Torsen's second one. In and out, and Geiger going to get called with a push. Geiger with his third foul, and we'll go the other way, and we'll have 1-and-1 now for the Saints. We'll see who's at the line. I think it's going to be Jarrett Lee. It is Lee. And now both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way with 3:25 to play. Lee's first one up and good. Second one, no good, rebounded by Geiger. Geiger in the lane has a block, gets his own shot, gets fouled as he goes up, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul was on number 22. Hayden Smithy, his second, team's 10th. Double bonus time now for Norwell. Geiger with a chance to cut in the lead with no time running, in and out. As Norwell shooting just 2 of 6. And the second one good. And now Norwell will pick up full court with 3:13 to play. Smithy with it, guarded by Riley. He'll come across the timeline, has the ball deflected away and taken away by Norwell. Lighting quickly up the court. He'll get around Kashansky, misses the shot. It'll come down to Brigi. He'll shoot, miss it, and it'll deflect around and come down to Smithy. Ball will stay with Norwell. 2:54 to play as the ball was deflected out of bounds. Torsen looks for Geiger, now to Brigi, around to Riley. Wide open, 3 on the way, good. Timeout on the court, Norwell. We've got ourselves a 5-point game to go with 2:50. We'll stay right here at Bishop Dwenger High School. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana's #1 automotive group, with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in any way that you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu to learn more about becoming a Wildcat. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. The University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment in select programs and 100% pass rates on many license exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. Visit sf.edu. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. And trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City Sports to get a 15% discount. Smithy with the shot for the Saints. He's got 23 as Leidy comes up. He'll drive on Kashansky, throws it up, no good. Lee with the board. And now Smithy right back to Lee. He'll go to the hoop. Off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, misses a shot, and we'll have a foul on Norwell, and the Saints will go to the line to shoot two. A lot of the fans that don't get paid to coach right now doing some good coaching here in the stands. That foul on number 3. Leidig, his third. Lee back at the line shooting for the Saints. And his first one off the back of the rim, no good. Geiger back into the game. He'll replace Federsfield. 2:20 to play. We've got ourselves a 7-point game. Here's Lee's second one, and that's off the back of the rim. We have a lane violation on the free throw shooter, Lee. And Norwell with a chance to cut into the lead. Torson with it, now to Riley. Dwenger will back off once again and play some good half-court D. Norwell's not really a team that pressures you on offense, so Dwenger really doesn't have to be on their face here the last 2:20. Right side to Torson now. He'll look inside to Geiger. He's triple-teamed. Inside to Barigi, up with the left-handed shot, misses it, deflects around off the fingertips of Lytle, and we'll call a timeout on the court by Bishop Dwenger. Let's see if it's a full or a... Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here at Bishop Dwenger. Do you use the holidays to better yourself or take a break and slip into a funk? December 24th, 26th, 27th, and 28th, Always 100 Basketball is putting on 2 Holiday Hoops camps for ages pre-K through 8th grade at both Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne and the YMCA of DeKalb County. Register online at always100basketball.com. Parkview Sports Medicine is the area's largest integrated sports medicine team, specializing in serving every level of athlete, no matter if they're trying to get better or recovering from an injury. Our experts coordinate your care in state-of-the-art facilities in our community. To start your journey, visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Hayden Smithy to inbounds now for the Saints. He'll throw it into Lee, who turns it over. Lighting with it over to Geiger in the lane. He's blocked by Smith. He gets his own rebound up and hits the shot. The game now 5 points is Lytle with it. He'll throw it up for Hoffman underneath the Lee, and he's fouled by Leidig. Leidig will pick up his his fourth foul, and that will send Lee back to the line to shoot 2 for the Saints. Saints 10 of 14 from the line. So one of the officials comes up and talks to Jarrett Lee. 1:39 to play here at Bishop Dwenger. That's off the rim again, the 4th straight miss by Jarrett Lee. See if Coach Kostoff possibly puts Burns back into the game. Maybe a little better foul shooter than Lee. Lee's second one, good. And we've got ourselves a 6-point game with 1:30 to play. Tolson guarded by Lytle. Now over to Riley to Breege. Breege to Leidig. Leidig can't shoot, so he'll give it back to Torson. 1:20 to play. Torson way out away from the basket, guarded by Smithy. He'll look and give it to Leidig. Leidig in the lane, left-handed shot off the glass, no good. Koshansky with the ball, and they'll bring the ball up the court. The Saints in no hurry with that 6-point lead. Leidig going to come up and double team, and a quick pass, and we're going to have a foul on Geiger. That'll be Geiger's 4th, and that will send Lee back to the line. So Leidig and Geiger both with 4 for Norwell. Lee will shoot 2 with 1:02 to play. His first one good. Lee to extend the lead, and he does. Leidig with the ball now. 1 minute to go in our game. 8-point lead for the Saints. Leidig will drive, gets cut off, kicks it to Geiger. Geiger out to Riley. He'll go right, gets cut off, goes the lane. Shoots, misses, and Lee with another board. His 8th, and Koshansky with the ball. And now Norwell not coming up and picking up. Now they will. Leidig's got 4. They're going to come and trap, so now they'll throw it to Lytle. Lytle will cross-court it to Lee and back to Koshansky. And he's fouled there by Riley. Saints ran almost 20 seconds off the clock. Check that, almost 30 seconds off the clock. Koshansky at the line shooting 2. Riley will pick up his second. 33.8 to play. And that one's up and good. And the second one good as well. The Saints shooting 16 of 20 from the line tonight. That's the difference in the game, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, other than the turnovers. Riley with it now. He'll give it to Breege. He'll spot up, turn, go between his legs in the lane, pull up a little jump stop, floater good. Timeout on the court, Norwell. We'll take a quick timeout. It's a full timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Back for the final 20.3 seconds to go here in our game. That at one point was a nice flowing, good high school basketball game. The second half here in the fourth quarter has turned into a lot of wide open play, a lot of fouls, and a lot of turnovers. Lytle to inbounds. He'll throw it into Smithy, guarded by Leidig. Leidig's got 4. And he tried to pick up a foul inside to Burns, over to Lee, back to Burns, off the glass and good. And now we've got a whistle on the court. Not sure what the confusion is. Maybe the clock never started. That's my guess. Because we had 20.9 there, 7.9 seconds left. The official caught that. And the Saints lead 50 to 40, excuse me. Torson to inbounds now to Geiger. The Saints will not pick up here. Geiger with a long three off the side of the rim, and it comes down to Kashansky, and that will do it here at Bishop Dwenger. The Saints will pick up their first victory of the season and go to 1-0. They win tonight 50 to 40. The scoring in the game tonight, first for Norwell, they'll go to 2-1 on the season. Their next game will be at Eastbrook at 7:30 Saturday night. They got 6 points from Leidig, 22 from Will Geiger, 1 from Torson, 2 from Brigi, 9 from Riley off the bench. For the Saints, they'll improve to 1-0 on the season. Their next game will be at Homestead Friday night as part of our doubleheader here on SummitCitySports.com. That game will start at 7:30. Their scoring tonight, they got 4 from Kashansky, 3 from Lytle, 5 from Burns, 2 from Kinder, 4 from Hoffman, and 6 from Jarrett Lee. And tonight's Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, Hayden Smithy, with 23 points for Bishop Dwenger. So they'll play Friday night against Homestead at 7:30 out at Homestead High School. Really the difference in the game tonight, turnovers and free throws. Norwell hitting just 3 of 9, and they had 19 turnovers. The Saints with just 10 turnovers, and they hit an impressive 16 out of 20. So that will do it here from Bishop Dwenger. For my entire staff here tonight, not used to having all this help here. Thanks, guys, tonight. For them, I am Ryan Dellinger, and you've been watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.